Neckbreaker scores with it.
Ooh, only 2.
Blitzkrieg Pro is under pressure from the get-go right now, as we're seeing. He knew all too well. Blitzkrieg Pro has told us from the get-go that the 4-person, 5-person, 6-person bouts, you're capitalizing on the chaos. Devious Cast came out short last time around, but his first singles bout here in Blitzkrieg Pro, it's worth its weight in gold. Now, not only utilizing the form of the rear chin lock, but he's making, Sammy Diaz is making Devious Cast carry his weight.
Cast really working down Sammy Diaz, cutting off the oxygen, but Diaz, as we saw with his hand, he's still in this.
Sammy Diaz, a very well-known combatant around the tri-state area. Devious Cast, the Philadelphia native. He knows all too well that a victory over Sammy Diaz, that creates waves across the regions. The bicycle knee connects from Sammy Diaz. But hold on now. Devious Cast, receiving end. Trying to bicycle into the kick. Unreal.
Incredible agility. Whoa!
Gifted enziguri practitioners on display. Our opening contest. Sammy Diaz laid out the challenge and the request to Blitzkrieg Pro management. I would like to kick things off at Westfield. This is exactly what Top 5 Dead or Alive had in mind.
What a way to set the tone for tonight. Both competitors to their feet.
Now rolls out of the way. Chain of the kicks together. Sling blade finds home. Ever the Tanahashi enthusiast. And now, this is his high fly flow. Climbs into the enziguri. And now elevating Devious Cast, such great heights. I don't know if East Mountain Country Club likes the look of this, but hold on.
I don't think Devious Cast did either. Smartly scouted, able to evade.
Face full of turnbuckle for Sammy Diaz. Now the Marufuji hook kick connects, and Cast taken off. Just like that, interrupted. Beautiful float over. The butterfly, but hold the phone. Sammy Diaz. Rolls on through. Hold on. Sammy Clash!
Planted! Oh! 2!
Digging deep in the playbook. Digging deep, and it's not an original, it's a cover song. But it's a cover song we love here in Sky. But that is the great equalizer. Sammy Diaz, first to one knee.
See, I want to see Sammy Diaz dig deep into that repertoire. I want him to go to those trenches, not the evil that we saw last time.
Top 5 dogs territory, dare I say, with Devious Cast. He's got options from here. He may be thinking about a superplex. Sammy Diaz sensing curtains, sensing danger, sensing destruction, and now Cast. Unceremonious spill, but hold on, coming in hot. Spanish fly! Get out of here! Get out of town! Sammy Diaz was nearly put to bed, but now to pile driver.
How? Devious Cast not missing a beat. You can't give them room to breathe. Tried to capitalize right away, and it still wasn't enough.
And unbelievable. He didn't even give him any room to breathe. And still, Sammy Diaz. He is our Western Massachusetts weather control station, because my God, he's in control of this storm. The Devious Cast. He could be our hurricane now. He could be looking to put this to bed. And what a bout, a feather in the cap it would be.
You have to think how much this win means for both of the competitors. Devious cast to, ooh, big, oh wait!
Backslide, backslide! Sure-footed.
Devious cast to cement his name in the Blitzkrieg roster. Sammy Diaz to get back on a winning streak. Oh my!
Psycho knee! Fireman's carry, watch that. Cradle shock! Thanks for coming. Devious cast. Tip of the cap at Sammy Diaz.
Johnny, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Standing ovation in our opening contest. Hats off to both of these competitors.
It's a beautiful thing. Think about it, Sky. The last time, before last time we were here, it had been more than a year ago. Westfield, our Westfield faithful, I gotta believe they're gonna put out the hero's welcome all throughout today to make sure that we never take so much time away from Westfield, ever.
That right there is why we love professional wrestling. One more time for both of those guys. Oh, Westfield, we're just getting started. You ready to keep going? Then the following contest is an open challenge for the Jensen Championship.
Blitzkrieg Pro, never just a phase here in Westfield, Massachusetts. Hopefully one of the things that's a phase, open challenges. But Azure, ask and you shall receive. We've yet to crown a new general manager. So it's kind of like the inmates are running the asylum here in Blitzkrieg Pro.
We did talk about the shift in the air, the shift in the energy as we see those that sit at the top of our Blitzkrieg mountain, right? So we have Azure as our Jensen champion. We have Charles Mason as our Bedlam champion. I mean, things couldn't be any more unhinged.
Unruly, and we can see that Azure has Steve, his crowbar, at his side. Now Azure, that Jensen championship still being contested under Queensberry rules. Disqualification, count out, what have you, is still in play.
Azure looking as scary as ever, but I have to say that Jensen championship, I mean, it looks great with him.
Yeah, the white straps, he's pretty fly for a white guy, dare I say. Shout out to Dexter Holland and the Offspring. But now, the elephant in the room, we're gonna find out who's stepping up, and with the early dulcet tones of such an anthem, such a theme song, I think I know exactly who the home run derby swinger is that's stepping to the plate.
Wow. One of Blitzkrieg's most beloved, full of twisted steel, sex appeal.
Firefighter, paramedic, twisted steel, sex appeal. What could he not do?
Speaking of what could he not do, 50 Cal having his Jack and Jill last night, partied crazy hard exactly the way you would expect 50 Cal
God,
to do
Jack
so.
and Jill sounded more like a jackhammer from the stories I heard last night.
But then being ready and willing, coming straight for this title is Azure. Oh, makes it known that it's his, putting his bodily fluids across the face of it.
At 50 Cal, he has contended for the Jensen Championship in scramble action more than once. I gotta believe this one is about as personal as it is professional. And wait a minute, that's the speaker? That's.
I thought we were getting this going.
Well, I believe in the spirit of our founding of the Jensen Championship, and it will not be a singles contest. It was as Tim meant it to be, chaotic. Shout out to our friends in North Andover, not you, but actually extra chaotic. Ash Bennett.
I'm not gonna stand about when someone like 50 Cal can come out and acclaim a match like this. What? Where you deserve to be is out of this ring, buy a ticket, and sit with the rest of the fans. I'm exerting myself. Shut up, kid. Go find your seat. I'm going international, and I'm making this a world championship. Never go.
Well, Ash Bennett, we know all too well that Ash Bennett are our interrupter of this moment. Whoa!
Maybe thinking against it now.
Well, Azure, Steven Azure, he doesn't have that passport. He's not headed to Japan. He wants no part of the Jensen Championship leaving these borders here in our United States. And 50 Cal, he wants no part of this leaving Massachusetts.
Ooh, big choke, bringing 50 Cal back to the corner.
And Steven Azure. The white pants, how well it complements the white strap of that Jensen Championship. If you look on social media, folks, Steven Azure and the Jensen Championship, they've been getting together like spaghetti and meatballs. But 50 Cal. The elephant in the room for 50 Cal. He's yet to win a championship in Blitzkrieg Pro. That's the feather that 50 Cal is longing for in his cap.
Ash Bennett sending Azure right into the post.
And same could be said for, frankly, for Ash Bennett. He wants nothing more than to bring a championship to Japan, turn it into a world championship. And all the more bragging rights between Cheeseburger's school and Creative Pro Wrestling. Tri-state factions. They run deep down there. Hold on now.
Ooh, the thud.
Channeling the great Hitman Lee, but not having any of it. Ever the kick practitioner.
50 Cal fighting back, though.
Yeah, these two no strangers to one another. Between the Jensen scrambles, between a multitude of scrambles throughout the Blitzkrieg Pro history, these two, time and time again. At some point, they got to get a singles contest and just get the beef out of the way. Hey, sunset flip.
Nope.
Back roll, the drop kick, and now off the Fez cover, but only good. Only good for approximately 2.
Azure sliding back into the ring. Walks into it.
Walking through it. It's been chest day every day for Azure.
He's just eating them and laughing.
Oh, give me some Azure and rib bison. Give me that. That's my request.
Oh, God.
Somebody can crack that chest armor, and it might be the kicks, but the kick finds home upside the head for Ash Bennett.
50 Cal, whoa! Big collision, hold on.
Enziguri finds home. But now the two opponents for 50 Cal in a bad way. Ash Bennett, fireman's carry into the shoulder breaker.
Ash Bennett really dominating here. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's not amateur wrestling. We're not checking the fingernails before anybody walks out. Azure capitalizing on it. And as a fellow back rake practitioner, I can appreciate the form, but hold on. Well, I don't know who got the better of that. Hold on.
The sacrifice of a headbutt.
It's like out of a buckshot shotgun.
Oh no, and we've seen this before.
Oh, and Ash Bennett is a trained dancer, but I don't know if this is the dance he had in mind.
Azure playing with his food.
The Pepsi twist finds home.
And Azure not opting for a cover. I mean,
Unwise, to say the least, especially when you had a well-practiced German suplex like 50 cal in the ring with you.
all competitors down.
Imagine Ash Bennett leaves with the Jensen Championship. He becomes the World Jensen Championship. If 50 Cal leaves with that championship, all of Western Massachusetts knows its name far and wide. If Azure leaves with the championship, the mental hospitals around Long Island, they become very familiar with that championship.
Either way, plenty of exposure as 50 Cal, like a rocket sending in.
Hey! Yeah, I can't do that. My God, that lateral press. But the double axe from Azure to Ash. Hey, now.
Nope.
Azure floats out the back door. Low bridge.
But lands on the apron. Oh, I bet he wish he didn't.
And now the Okada roll.
Ooh.
Close no cigar. These two. The familiarity. It's only bred a whole lot of contempt. Jack Hammer.
That's it. We're new champ.
And now trying to separate those cervical vertebrae. Ah.
An image perhaps you wouldn't want to see.
Yeah, that's our one. Upon looking at this bout, our one thing we're missing here at Blitzkrieg Pro, let's get rid of the open challenge. A champion should have to contend with the rankings. For Azure, we left this at his disposal. No wonder he was victorious. But I gotta wonder. The luau, we don't allow things to adhere to chaos math. We demand proper, concrete answers to our contenders that step up. So who's it gonna be?
Very curious to see who's next after that dominating double victory. I mean, call it what it is. Azure, unstoppable, seemingly, here at Blitzkrieg Pro. And opting not to leave, perhaps? What is he thinking?
Yeah, a whole lot has fed into this bout, this championship reign for Azure. He came back as Azure in a scramble. His first singles bout was against Perry Von Vicious last time. But Azure seems locked in for this next one.
Yes, it's brought to you by the Inside the Mark podcast, and it is the #1 contenders match for the Jensen Championship.
I had a feeling.
We'll have a shot at this year's luau.
Well, we're about to find out much sooner than we thought, Johnny. Makes sense why Azure decided to stay to really see this matchup close, right?
Every time you wait in line for a deli window, they got the next 3 that are in line, so he clearly knew Perry and Angelo were the next 2 on the list.
From Westfield, Massachusetts, he weighs in at 245 pounds.
Massachusetts, there is a monster truck coming through. And look at when he reaches his fingertips up, he practically touches the roof at the East Mountain Country Club.
The Deerfield Destroyer, just a shot down the road here. He didn't have to air out any sort of gasoline on his way here. And I gotta believe that Angelo Carter, he's had to, coast his whole way here so that he could have the proper gas mileage compared to Perry Von Vicious. But I've been in the DMs of Angelo Carter. I've been sending Angelo Carter the people that the Money Dragon should watch. I look forward to seeing what comes next for Angelo Carter.
And Angelo Carter, in the best shape of his life, never more locked in, studying that tape, doing the drives. I mean, this is a top-tier version. Hold on, he wants to feel it again.
And Perry Von Vicious, he turned our way, and he said, give this guy the proper applause. Because Perry Von Vicious has watched Angelo Carter since the very beginning, since the Pretty Boy Dragons at the Limitless Dojo, since the formation of Diaspora. Angelo Carter, this Blitzkrieg Pro, this is the spot where the Money Dragon has been looking to stake claims all on his own. And it's against one of his greatest mentors that he has the chance to do that.
A pleasure to bear witness to every evolution of Angelo Carter. So excited to see these two square off. And we speak of 50 cal in the last contest. Speaking of someone who's been escaping gold, or at least in the Jensen bracket,
was in the first championship.
Correct. And having held the tag championships, he knows what that feels like to have that gold around his waist.
He wants to get it done all on his own. That was what he learned from the tag team championships, was it's fun, but I would like to be able to get it done on my own merits.
And Angelo Carter, since being a singles competitor, seems to have really found his groove, and he'll say himself he'd prefer to do it on his own.
He has a few new maneuvers he's been working on, because he thought in that triple threat for the #1 contendership for the Bedlam Championship that a couple of his maneuvers were too easy to scout. So we may see some new things from Angelo Carter here. But one of these two, only one, can move on to the Luau to challenge Azure for the Jensen Championship. Oh, West Coast Perry. He loves lucha. You've heard of Blue Panther, he's Blue Peranther. But hold on now.
Whoa.
On Angelo Carter. Yeah. Oh, the double up kick.
Quick with it, as you said, working on building up a repertoire that isn't easy to scout.
Now, after that triple threat, Angelo Carter, he went back into the film room. And look at that, stepping up into the head scissors. And now the thrust is a must. This space is the place. One way, no way. But look at that. West Coast Mary with West Coast Barry. And the drop kick. Nothing doing.
Oh, but Carter's as well.
Notes to be taken from both of these two. Angelo Carter, I gotta believe we'll be seeing around the Tijuana way sometime soon. Perry Von Vicious looking to punch his ticket back to Disneyland, California. These are related, folks. And now,
another show of respect.
I mean, Perry Von Vicious has watched Angelo Carter grow up as a wrestler. Ask the Limitless Dojo. Perry Von Vicious was there for the birth of the Pretty Boy Dragons. Shot out of a cannon with the drop kick. And now, runway created, coming in hot. Bandera to the outside. Climbs into the enziguri.
And climbing to the top. Oh no, over? Oh, he's building up steam.
Well done. Climbs into the Meteora. Now, bicycle knee. Steps into the enziguri. Folks, these two, I gotta believe, are destined to do it forever.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
He has options from here. The front power slam hooked up.
Perry.
Finds home with the power slam. Angelo Carter in a bad way.
Perry not able to make the cover.
That power slam, not something we've seen from Perry Von Vicious before. You know, we mentioned earlier Angelo Carter having to find new maneuvers off the heels of that triple threat #1 contenders bout. Perry has to do the same thing. Azure put him to bed. He has to write a new chapter in and of itself.
Angelo Carter breaking down the monster truck. Ooh.
Finds home Destino. Able to climb that momentum up.
Only good for 2.
And that is one of the maneuvers we saw last time around in that triple threat. He landed that Destino on Javi. Very nearly had the victory. But wait a minute, hold on. Azure's out here and he's got Steve. And I'm not talking about Somerset.
No! Oh no! Angelo Carter was talking with Westfield Thompson.
Steve just got drilled into the side of Perry Von Vicious's head.
Oh! Angelo Carter as well. Hold on.
Referee Bill Thompson.
Having to throw the match out. Calling for the belt, of course. I mean, what other option did he have, Johnny?
This is why we hate open challenges. Steve and Azure should have been defending against these two right here. The one that wasn't involved in the fall in the Bedlam #1 contenders bout. And Perry Von Vicious, who took Azure to the limit, nearly impaled him on a Power Wheels.
Wait. Due to the actions of Azure, I have been told that at the luau, it will now be a triple threat elimination match.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
You said it, Johnny. These two combatants were clearly next in line, and now we're gonna see.
Oh, what's that I saw? Oh, in those white pants, it looks like he just soiled himself. Azure, that addled brain, I'm not sure if he can count to more than 1.
Azure not seeming to care about the news, or perhaps hadn't reflected quickly, as the faithful lets him know that this is all rather weird. I would have to agree.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable is the word I would use.
The word I would use is exit. Plenty more action to come. But folks, if you're wondering about the final complexion of our Jensen Championship bout coming in to the luau back in Enfield, Connecticut, you better be subscribed, followed, liking all forms of Blitzkrieg Pro social media. Good eggs, good kin, a good dragon, and a good truck. Plenty more action to come.
Let's toss it up to Big
the
Bill.
luau is shaping up. Let's give it up to
arena chants? Who's surprised? Not me.
Are you guys ready for another one? I said, are you ready for another one? Then the following contest is the Women's Scramble match.
Oh, this is the one I've been waiting for, Johnny.
The Women's Scramble. And folks, long time Blitzkrieg Pro fans, you've never seen anything quite like this. You may have seen some of the combatants before. Mentally ill in Amityville. Amity LaVey, our resident holy, unholy roller.
Amity LaVey, first entrant in our first ever all-femme scramble here at Blitzkrieg Pro. Being a first, there's always uncertainty. You don't know what to expect. But then throw in a competitor to the likes of Amity LaVey. I mean, how do you plan for it?
Fortunately, she's been able to. We have a litany of the best and the brightest, not necessarily more soprano than that scream that we heard right there. But we have some of the best and the brightest. We're going to become unbridled here in Blitzkrieg Pro. Amity LaVey, she was thrown into the fire when she stepped into Blitzkrieg Pro between Lena Cross and Becca. Can you imagine being saddled with such opposition? Now Amity LaVey is allowed to capitalize on the chaos.
34 Mitchell. She hails from Orange County, California. She is from Westfield. This is Mylo.
Making her way from California, Johnny. We just talked about making the drives, right? Mylo, first appearance here at Blitzkrieg Pro, but I've been keeping an eye on this one. Very, very talented, athletic. She's the whole package. I mean, look at her. That's a star.
You have to be the whole package to notch a victory in your Blitzkrieg Pro debut. Because let's face it, that's the elephant in the room. How many debuting combatants have we seen that have left with a victory? Doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen often, that's for sure, Johnny. But there's always room for a first.
Ain't it the truth? Here's a first. Amity LaVey, yet to win here in Blitzkrieg Pro. Here's an elephant in the room. Nikki Winters, yet to win in a Blitzkrieg match, and it's a debut. Of the 5, 3 of the 3 we see out here now have yet to leave with a victory here in Blitzkrieg Pro. And the winner of this scramble, I have to believe, off the heels of our luau, maybe next in line for a shot at the Jensen Championship.
I mean, truly, what a statement to be made. It's not like you're just beating one competitor if you are to win the contest. We're talking about multiple. You just put yourself at the top of the mountain when it comes to the femme tier, correct? And
No
Nikki
doubt.
Winters has been dying to make a statement, has been begging for a moment to be able to show what she is capable of on a Blitzkrieg platform.
Sits under one of the finest, long-known learning trees that Blitzkrieg Pro has available. But this is not a triple threat. This is not a singles competition. 5 will enter, 1 will leave, but we're all thrusting.
A star. I mean, have you ever seen one quite like Corrine Joy at her age? I mean, the absolute stardom level that she's already
As a matter of
risen.
fact, I have. I first met Corrine Joy out in Spencer, Massachusetts, just a rock's throw away from where we are in Westfield. Walked away in a triple threat bout victorious. If there's anybody that can capitalize on the chaos, we'll make it a trip from the southeast. It's Corrine Joy. Speaking of capitalizing on the chaos, somebody who's recently been, how do I say this? Identified. Notorious. M.I. Mimi.
What's so fun, Johnny, is the last time we had seen Mimi, she was flying from her recent WWE tryout, coming off the heels of it, sitting under the learning tree of some of the best, and now has been identified, as you said it, coming back to show all of the hard work pays off, and being the one with most experience, the veteran in this ring, leading the charge here at Blitzkrieg. Very interested to see how she fares in this contest.
Brought the thunder last time in Westfield here against TNA knockout Harley Hudson. Shout out to our wrestling fairy princess out there. But now 5 of the best and brightest.
We've got a cast of characters in here. Looks like they're all trying to feel each other out.
3 of these are making their debut here at Blitzkrieg Pro. One of them have not yet notched up a win. Notorious maybe the one who has. I gotta believe the target's gonna be locked in on Mimi first and foremost. Well done.
Beautiful agility.
Corrine. Well done.
So interesting to see the newcomers taking over, taking the reins right away. You saw those double super kicks. They're staying on Mimi.
I mean, how many chances do you get at a first impression? Exactly 1.
Stereo drop kicks, and Notorious Mimi to her feet first.
Notorious Mimi, yep, the senior in our contest, has tasted victory before. Amity LaVey on the outside, staring daggers at the remnants of our combatants here, and the leg's not agreeing with Mylo.
Mylo getting a little help from her friends.
Get by a little help from my friends.
But here comes Nikki Winters and Amity to break up the fun, the festivities.
Oh, it's cold in that hospital. And now, Winters, LaVey, but wait, Mimi, dumping LaVey to the outside.
And there goes Mimi too. Nikki Winters standing tall.
It's cold in here. And now, Mylo. Out the back door, taking off.
Ooh, quick, nice roll through. Kick to the side of the head of Winters, and now Mylo's feeling it.
Shannon on that extension, and now the low bridge. Winters goes to the outside. Nikki Winters, rough spill. And the proverbial cheese standing alone.
Whoa!
Tope Suicida.
That's how you make a name for yourself. That's how you start your debut.
Well, I don't like the sound of that. Grateful for the headset that I'm wearing now. And hold on, Winters now on the back foot. Mylo trying to capitalize on momentum.
But Amity caught her foot. She wasn't able to get all the way to the top, but looking like made it to the second.
Hold on. Connects with the cross body. Hold on.
Wow. That is the strength. What the
Well done.
power.
Well done. And I'll do you one better. It wasn't just the power. It was in the intelligent hook. Nikki Winters. Nikki Winters has been doing her proper homework with all of the powerhouses, the hosses, the power lifters in pro wrestling, because I saw that underhook on the bottom leg. I was like, somebody has been digging deeper into the annals of professional wrestling.
I've been saying for a while, Nikki Winters, one to watch, always studying the tapes, always sitting under the learning trees. You're catching a very intricate detail of the level of knowledge that she's developing.
Well, that's what they pay me the big bucks for. And now, Amity. A midwinter's night dream. Oh no!
Nikki had to level set things with Amity. I think Amity was uncertain who she was supposed to go after, and Nikki says, hello, we're working together here. And now it's a 2-on-1 situation.
It's like on the off-Broadway sets when they're like line, and then somebody feeds it to them. That's what Amity LaVey was going through. Nikki Winters, Amity LaVey. It's getting cold in the tri-state area, folks. Clap of the keister. And now it's Nikki Winters and Amity LaVey. I got to address, as I seem to have to do, only one of these folks can leave victorious. How will they decide?
It's always an interesting strategy when you try to have a type of alliance in these matchups. Ooh.
Like maybe a tag team down the line, but for the present, for right now, I don't know.
Maybe the strategy is to eliminate one of the combatants, right? So if they can get Mylo out of the picture, they can then focus on Corrine. But hey, Milo's not out of the picture.
Playing the wise perimeter defense. Elbows aplenty for all in the ring. Oh, but the teep kick finds home. And now, Nikki Winters jacks the jaw. Throw back.
Nikki breaking up the pin. As you said, only one can win.
Amity LaVey, since that opportunity, needed to walk away with that first victory here in Blitzkrieg Pro.
But Mimi trying to make her way back in.
Drilling home the knees to the midsection.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, but wait a minute. Nikki Winters, we're not looking for ceremony. We're not looking for pageantry. We're looking for victory.
Nikki Winters opting to drag Notorious Mimi back in, looking real dominant in this contest.
And this could be a statement, whether it be for Nikki and Amity as a duo, but wait a minute, the figure 4 around the neck. Oh, the ab rake from Amity LaVey. These two together are surgical.
But Mimi still fighting back.
Oh, but hold on now, they're fighting for the triangle choke, and now ricocheting Amity LaVey's head off of that top rope.
Boot sends Nikki back, and now Mimi. 2 for the price of 1.
We've reached ourselves a pretty powerful reset here. It was never just a phase. We weren't going to stay here forever, Sky. It was never just a phase. Wait, that's the name of this show. Wait a minute. Notorious Mimi rising. Eyes on Nikki Winters.
Ooh.
Well done. The clothesline. No running base needed.
Mimi able to take over for just a moment, but interesting that Winters gets her right back down. Again, the dominance is evident in this contest. If you have to pick a favorite, I mean, I'm looking at the one standing tall right now.
Yeah, thus far, Nikki Winters playing bull in the middle. We've seen time and time again, these scrambles don't necessarily come down to that, but they sure can. You have to play the perimeter defense to keep the other 3 out. And now, the others are coming back in.
Oh, what are we seeing?
3-on-1.
Wow! And we're looking at a double reset, Johnny.
What's the 5 quintuple? Quintuple reset?
to her feet first.
All 5 so gifted in a professional wrestling ring. The hip attack finds home. Corrine Joy, little stank, little sizzle. Now the drop kick.
And charging in again.
Sits through the middle with the clothesline. Something cool.
Absolutely. Whoa!
That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty cool.
It'll be even cooler though if she can make the cover and solidify this win. Here we go.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did. Only 2.
Only 2, and Nikki ready to break it up.
But now that, I gotta believe that's the one you gotta get out of the ring, is Nikki Winters. Out the back door with the handspring. Ooh. Finds home with the flying shoulder tackle.
And a kip up, making it look easy.
Gabby Forza watching at home saying, okay, bet. And now, Corrine in the drop zone. Lion Salt!
Gorgeous Lion Salt without it.
But the presence of mind, Amity LaVey. She knows only one can leave with the victory.
A bag. She used a bag over the head. She could have done some serious harm, Johnny.
And now the unholy roller, that Morgasm variant. Amity LaVey. She's been chomping at the bit for her first Blitzkrieg Pro victory. And she's been thrown to the Sharks since she got here.
Ooh!
Shin across the jaw.
And Mylo with the hook. Oh no!
Corrine Joy having none of it.
Again, this win meaning so much to all of these women.
Yeah, whether it means a championship berth, whether it means a guaranteed return trip to hear the House of Blitz, Blitzkrieg Pro. Whoa! Rough landing, but only good for 2. And now, Notorious Mimi. Fireman's hooked up. And wait a minute, double stacker, channeling our neighbor.
Get out of town!
Little Ripper, little Delmy, little Samoan drop. Interrupted.
Couldn't have been closer. And you wonder with Amity at the top of that carry, had she maybe pinned Amity if that would be it.
Amity could potentially have the opportunity. But all the same now, roars into the elbow. We're channeling Masawa. T2T graduate, Logan Black student. Sounds about right. And now, biting away.
Is she biting her?
That's what happens. And now, right across the elbow joint, hyperextending that elbow. Amity LaVey. This could be the path to the first victory for Amity LaVey. Hooking up, Widow's Peak!
Corrine's body folded.
And Mylo able to break up the pinning predicament. And now 2 for the price of 1 for Amity. No, lung blower.
Right into the crossface, it looks like.
But hold on now. Finds home with the splash.
Oh no, Mylo in a bad way.
Drilled down hard.
And the victory goes to Notorious Mimi.
A Notorious Mimi. All of the gifted and vaunted combatants here in Westfield, Massachusetts, they gave it their all. But root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. Notorious Mimi, WWE identified, Blitzkrieg Pro, long time known, walking away with the Duke.
Oh, but Amity
Good.
popping up from under the ring, chasing after her. Would love to see a singles bout there. And what an awesome first ever Femme Scramble.
What an awesome Big Phil.
Y'all having a good time tonight, Westfield? Are y'all ready for another one? I need more energy. I said, are y'all ready for another one? And the following contest is a trios match brought to you tonight by the Grizzly King 4.
We know the reason for the season here at Westfield, here at the East Mountain Country Club. The Headbangers, Thrasher and Mosh on the retirement tour. We here at Blitzkrieg Pro, we believe strongly in paying homage to those who came before. Trios action. Wait, trios action. Oh yeah. Better get your snacks, better get your drinks, dial in and lock up.
And did I say that last contest was the one I was waiting for? Because I meant this one, Johnny. This is the match that I have been waiting for tonight. All bias aside, I mean, one of the main reasons we are all gathered here today, like them or not at this point in time, I mean...
Oh yeah, East Coast Brown Crew, let's go! Daddy's home!
And what a trios this is. Talk about a dominating team. We all know ECBC on that upper echelon in the tag team division. No others quite like them, but then pair them up with the likes of Andy Brown, as we've seen him become more and more evil. With
Do we call them the ECDC, the East Coast Daddy Crew?
I don't hate it.
Shirts coming soon to Pro Wrestling Tees. Soon to be on sale at your next Blitzkrieg Pro event. East Coast Daddy Crew, East Coast Brown Crew. Shout out to Alyssa Marino watching at home. Because my God, these three, Jeremy Leary, Logan Black, Andy Brown, they are about to collide with one of the greatest tag teams of all time and one of the greatest mothers of all time.
It is a big challenge set ahead of these three. But if anyone could take them, oh God, they're having to hold back Andy Brown right now.
Imagine Logan Black having to be the one to be the
voice of reason.
The
between
voice
those
of
three.
reason. King of Chaos may as well be called the King of Reason. Hello!
But there she is. My mom, your mom, our mom.
Mommy's day has come early for all of us.
But he did not come alone. Let us remind you.
Oh yeah! Legends! Among legends!
And our opening contest got a standing ovation for the sheer athleticism and how incredible it was. They're getting an ovation for their history and what they put into this business.
Warm welcome to Thrasher, warm welcome to Mosh, and warm welcome to Big Bob, our headbangers of the evening. and Leary and Logan, they thought they knew something about a stage dive. They're about to learn the hard way. Folks, if you're tuned in now, whether it be on IWTV or the Blitzkrieg Pro YouTube channel, take this moment to say thank you to Thrasher and to Mosh. This is the Headbangers Retirement Tour.
Good. You take the goat too.
What an honor it is to have someone of the likes of the Headbangers here at Blitzkrieg.
And Sky, you saw as well as I did the signing fair that people brought in with them. They brought their kilts to be signed. They brought their WWF Warzone and 64 cartridges to be signed. And they came to stand and praise the years of service that Thrasher and Mosh have brought upon us. Is this about signing with the WWF? Oh, they're yelling at Andy Brown.
Well, the thing is, he did kind of sell out.
Yeah, I mean, one person's selling out as another person's buying in. I know that Charles Mason, we know what he weighs in at. He tells us every time. Weighing in at an F ton of money. Andy Brown at this point, I gotta believe he's years ahead of his mortgage payments. Courtesy of the Gold Coast's finest, Charles Mason. But now they are. Andy Brown, the East Coast Brown crew, East Coast Daddy crew, choose your name. Let us know using the hashtag BlitzkriegPro on all forms of social media.
We got a lot of smack talk back and forth here.
Where's Bobby's kill? Never mind. Bobby Orlando and the Headbangers, Thrasher and Mosh, taking on the ECBC of Logan Black and Jeremy Leary, as well as your thick daddy, maybe not your thick daddy anymore, Andy Brown.
I don't think the faithful claims him any longer, but the ECBC does, right? I mean,
yes.
What a great partner to ask into this contest, right? To have by your side, fighting alongside you.
Hold on.
Oh my God, Doshin.
Bobby Orlando. Tuning the people up.
Rearranging some things for the headbang
Of
preference.
course.
I'm seeing
Of course.
perhaps the tag ropes being in different corners is preferable.
In the back of my head, I wonder about the Headbangers having to manage Bobby Orlando. Considering Bobby Orlando and Andy Brown have probably needed a binding resolution from the United Nations to stay away from one another until today. And hold on, you have to keep an eye. You have to keep an eye on the Headbangers. One of the most prolific tag teams of all time. They know how to stretch a rule book better than, dare I say, anybody in the building today.
Looks like they're calling for Gina.
I mean, that's wrestling for you. People love Gina. People love Bobby. People love the Headbangers. People love Blitzkrieg Pro.
Are the Headbangers ejecting Will Dojin? Is Ref Gina on their payroll? Why are they switching out referees?
The
fellow Astros fans, I gotta believe. Hold on, wait a minute. We have a duel. Referee Will Dojan has been ejected.
He's out of here.
The East Coast Daddy crew, despite their best arguments, Will Dojan told to hit the showers. I agree. Holy spit is right.
All right. Well, now that we
the referee's core has been thrown into disarray. We're halfway through the event here tonight, folks. And Gina quickly being read the riot act from Logan Black. An Astros fan taking on the Red Sox today. Kind of in enemy territory. But Bobby Orlando, he's down for it. Thrasher, Mosh, down for it.
usually in these type of contests, right, in these trio situations, multi-combatant situations, you see a breakdown occur at some point. I just didn't expect it so early and before the bell had even rung.
Folks, if you're ever put into a trio situation here at Blitzkrieg Pro, it will get messy. Spoilers. So you know. And now, Thrasher entering the contest, Mosh exiting to the ring apron. And now collar double tie up. We are off. Andy Brown and Thrasher. Daddy's home. Charles Mason's favorite new move. And now, collar and elbow tie up once again. That's a lot of power and that's a lot of kilt. Andy Brown looking like he's seen a ghost.
Hey, they wanted them to check him, right?
I've never seen him look that pale. Andy Brown. He's not looking to finish him, he's looking to finish Kilt. But Westfield. My God. My God.
Out of control.
If we were in New York City, we need a doctor for that kind of thing.
And ECBC and Andy Brown needing to regroup. I mean, honestly, I get it.
Yes, the East Coast Daddy crew rebuilding on the outside. East Coast Brown crew working title. But now, hold on, all three members of the Head Bobbers. In the back of my head, I wonder if ECBC is utilizing Andy Brown as the matador to the bull, so to speak. Because thus far, it's been all Andy Brown for that team.
Whoa!
And that's all Andy Brown eating that hip toss.
You don't see someone of the likes of Andy Brown being tossed across the ring quite often.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's only when the power opposition comes into pro wrestling grind, limitless wrestling to Blitzkrieg Pro. But not quite like this, not in a trio situation.
Now we're seeing Leary and Bobby Orlando go toe-to-toe. Here comes Bobby.
Neck breaker. Far from strangers to one another. And I'm not sure if this singles contest has ever happened, but I sure would like it. Bobby Orlando up and over out the back door, looking for the scoop. Finds the slam.
Only two.
You got it.
Jinx.
Yep, we owe each other a Coke. Best friends forever here on commentary. And now the tag. Thrasher in the contest.
Oh, up and through the eyes of Leary. That's one way to do it. Make it two.
Taste of his own medicine, dare I say? Oh no! Oh no! Yeah, now we're waiting for his Thrasher to get out of beverage and hoist Leary up on a vertical suplex and keep him there for a while. Do you have a beverage?
Oh,
Even
no.
better.
Oh, no.
Even better. Oh! Punchkies! Punchkies, and we're not at a Polish bakery. Leary. In another world's amount of agony. And Andy Brownie's had enough. He's trying to come in. He's trying to interrupt the proceedings. With the Headbangers.
Oh, no!
Nurples!
Just torturing Leary.
They're about to tear one off and take it for the road. Leary heading to the outside.
Oh, boy.
He very nearly lost a decoration or two. No, 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 no!
I think I'm seeing chest hair. Chest hair floating. They're ripping it right out of his chest.
Jeremy Leary will never be the same again here in Blitzkrieg Pro. Wax, facts. Leary in a bad way. Back into the ring now. Thrasher and Mosh having their way. But that surgical tag team experience. Look no further. But now Leary switching up the upper body offense, diving into it. Logan Black now into the contest.
Logan Black looking to pick up the same antics as the Headbangers, having to play a little dirty here.
I mean, formerly one half of a scumbag sort of nation.
We want no Jen!
Oh,
Logan Black, I gotta believe, he's wanted a piece of the Headbangers for some time. Ask and you shall receive.
maybe regretting putting in that request now.
And both of his partners, the Thrasher, if you're Mosh or you're Bobby Orlando, you're ready to go. But now, Andy Brown into the contest. And we've seen throughout their history, Thrasher can take a whole lot of damage. Is it a Father's Day amount of damage? Time will tell. Cover right now, Andy Brown, former Bedlam champion, has to be addressed. Bobby Orlando, same could be said. In fact, the longest reigning Bedlam champion of all time.
Andy Brown back to his corner. Quick tags.
And all three, whether it be Andy Brown as one half of the Rabbit Daddies alongside Ryan Mooney, whether it be Logan Black with his gratuitous amount of tag team wrestling experience, or Jeremy Leary, who's been a part of how many tag teams over his history.
And Ref Gina has her hands full. She's trying to keep.
She sure does. Trying to keep order, Bobby Orlando. And I mean, Gina Monty knows all too well having to keep Bobby Orlando in her sights. Whether it be Thursday, Friday, or Saturday night. Well,
So I don't think this is working, Johnny.
Mosh now. I was gonna say Mosh was giving Logan some pointers.
I'd say beautiful.
Instead of landing on the pointy end is Logan Black. But now Bobby Orlando, that trusty left, closes the door on the combo with the big right. And now the teep kick, Bobby takes off. Sticks the bulldog. And folks, if you think Bobby Orlando's best days are behind him, you better check your vision and then check your pulse. Bobby Orlando, neck first onto the ring apron, or onto the top rope. he can win a Bedlam championship at any time. Andy Brown, he wants to make sure that never happens again.
Bobby Orlando, as good as he is, he's only getting better. It is a numbers game here, though. ECBC, Andy Brown bending the rules.
The elephant in the room for them. Andy Brown, Bobby Orlando, only one of them can become the first ever two-time Blitzkrieg Pro Bedlam champion. If Andy Brown is able to put Bobby Orlando on that proverbial injured list, he will be the one at the front of the pecking order. Utilizing those elevator cables, that second ring rope to great effect.
Gina, again, trying to keep order, but she's missing some dastardly ways in the other corner across the ring.
Andy Brown knows a thing or two about Long Beach, California, reading the Headbangers, the Riot Act. California's changed a lot since they left. And yes, you said it. Gina Monty, she got the short straw here.
Oh, Leary taunting the Headbangers, giving some pointers to Bobby Orlando. That was a choice.
If I was Will Dojan, I would have stayed out here. I would have watched from the outside. But now, Leary ascending.
This one is for Will Dojan.
A friend among friends, paying homage to the great Will Dojan, leaping into the delayed rear chin lock.
But from jumping from those heights, it did add the extra great velocity, the motion into the headlock.
Does that really add a whole lot?
Ooh,
no,
that
Blue Thunder though.
Oh.
But that's Leary's game plan. It has been since the get-go. Bait them into something that they're pissed at, hit them with something heavy.
And you might not like it, but it does work.
Ask his resume. But Andy Brown, this is what he signed up for. He wants to put Bobby Orlando, the Mets to his Phillies, to bed. But now, sick trick! Bobby Orlando's answer to Tony Hawk's 900. I'd say that's an equalizer. Westfield would say that that's an equalizer. And now it's dealer's choice. Blocks and returns in kind. 1-on-2 affair. Thrasher not at full energy here, but it's a 2-on-1 affair.
Whoa!
He loves his hair. Poor guy. And now, Logan Black. The flap and the jack.
What goes up must come down. Speaking of...
Mommy's home. Elbow drop. That's it. Head bobbers, victorious. It was never just a phase, Sky.
What a victory, what an image. I wish it wasn't their retirement tour because, man, I'd love to run this back.
Bobby is the banger. Thrasher and Mosh are your mom. Victorious here. It was never just a phase. Blitzkrieg Pro. Folks watching at home, stand up and salute for the decades of service for Thrasher and Mosh. The Headbangers. First ballot tag team Hall of Famers, and now we're going to turn it over.
I don't know if everybody knows or not, retirement tour.
What? Why?
Meaning we're retiring from in-ring action. So we wanted to come up here because we always had a fan base up here. And we wanted to say thank you to each and every one of you, because without you guys, there wouldn't be any of us. I thought you guys were doing chants. I was waiting for some time. Whatever makes your heart happy, just don't suck at it. Whatever makes your heart happy. Most importantly, I only have 2 words.
One-time USA!
Fun time, yes, sir. That's more than 2 words. Is this thing even on?
No, hold on.
Hey, oh.
Oh, what the?
Cut off, sound guy. Sound guy sucks. Sound guy sucks. Hold on.
Wait, I got the work. I got the work.
So it's very simple. I got 2 words for you, and it's not the 2 words you're thinking of. Thank you. That's all I got. Thank I'm sorry. I got one more thing.
Oh, he's got one more thing.
We'll be over there selling pictures, t-shirts, books, action figures, and all kinds of other shit if you're bored.
Let's go! Which side now? You guys ready for another one? Yeah! I said, are you ready? Yeah! Then the following contest is a singles match scheduled for and it is brought to you by the Pioneer Valley Trading Company. And if CPA does not win this match, he is out of the luau.
Let's go, girls.
Second half action coming at you. Blitzkrieg Pro. Folks, it was never just a phase. In fact, we have a whole half of a show ahead for you.
And Johnny, it was non-stop first half, so we didn't get to mention we're on the road to the luau. And as uncomfortable as it may be, this is one of those matches that are really going to determine what it's going to shape up like.
No doubt about it, Sky. The elephant in the room. Folks, you may be asking yourself, why would CPA ever be on the chopping block for the luau? And this answer is very simple. Since he lost the Bedlam Championship at last year's luau, has been winless ever since.
CPA not able to string it along as he had before, and it's really starting to get to him. I talked to CPA, and he's feeling really down.
Yeah.
You know, it's really getting to him. He's not used to being on this side of things at Blitzkrieg, and so he happily said, yes, I will face whomever I have to. I will get a win, and I will etch myself into this year's luau.
Too often I've said on commentary that CPA and the New York Mets, they kind of have a similar energy cadence between them. When one is winning, the other is usually winning as well. It has not been very good for the New York Mets, and it has not been good over the last year for CPA. Things may get better, but my God, they may get worse. Before anybody in New England found out about Oxx Adams, Rebel Spirit knew about Oxx Adams. He's torn apart every promotion that he has entered. He has a chance to knock off CPA. Is this Oxx Adams' way to the Blitzkrieg Pro Luau? And he's got allies in the back there. We saw that he was well aligned with Logan Black and by proxy Leary last time around with 50 Cal and Tommy Dreamer. This is our first taste of Oxx Adams in singles competition.
And just look at that face-off. I mean, we're talking about a real David versus Goliath type story here.
CPA, he's no stranger to a slingshot. He's no stranger to the way that David put down Goliath in those heralded tomes. But now, will we get our modern day pro wrestling equivalent? It could happen. The right placed right hand. But I gotta believe Oxx Adams knows all too well about the story that we foretell. He's thought all about how could a David put me down.
Oh, and CPA right to it.
Last time around here, CPA, Ash Bennett, there was nothing doing. In Enfield last time, CPA and Bryce Donovan, it wasn't to be. Between the scrambles that CPA has been placed in, it hasn't been a very advantageous series of outings for CPA. But you gotta win one.
One is all it takes, and this is the one. If one has ever mattered more, Johnny, this is the one. Ooh.
And CPA off the heels of this, sky's the limit. But there is a whole lot to power through, because Oxx Adams now hooking up the suplex. CPA lowering that center of gravity, but the knee to the midsection.
And notice the knee elevated. CPA, it was so strong.
7 foot tall knee strikes will do that, am I right? But now CPA, across that middle rope, does not want to allow Oxx Adams to apply that weight to those ropes. Walking it like he tucks it into the suplex.
And notice the feet of CPA grazed the top of the East Mountain Country Club.
And we saw that last time around, that Tornado Tag Team match. We know that the ceilings here have been well tested. Not by such an athlete quite like Oxx Adams, though. Oxx Adams, a multidisciplinary athlete. He has beaten Jermaine Marbury in a jump-off. As gifted as they come. The Tex Arcana Terror, Mr. 1,000 Proof, the receiving end. CPA, the bell ringers to the midsection. He's trying to crack a rib.
Willing his way to his feet, but planted right back down.
Pendulum, sidewalk slam, cover, only 2.
Now, if anyone is just tuning in right now, you might see this bout, and you might, not be behind CPA necessarily. You might think it might be an over and done situation, but we've seen CPA as he's getting choked on the ropes fare against the likes of other giants, right? Dijak, big beef. We've seen it before, so you can't count him out.
When Dijak came back, Blitzkrieg Pro was his first appearance since leaving the national stage. And when he appeared, he was the biggest CPA fan of all time. He has the tie and the t-shirt. Ask him, he'll tell you.
I remember him sitting, he wanted to be right there with the faithful, front row, cheering on his favorite CPA. And all of the faithful, right? They could say, oh, big chop, but CPA's been a fan favorite for a while.
I gotta believe if schedules had lined up, that CPA and Dijak might be the current tag team champions, but it was not to be. And now the pendulum walking it on the sidewalk slam, but opting for the back breaker.
And the force just pushing down, contorting the body of CPA.
And we've yet to see a tap out from such a maneuver, but it is a wear down maneuver more than anything else. And CPA, he thrives on capitalizing on the wear downs, but my God, the falling lariat.
Almost knocked his head clear off.
What kind of Hawaiian shirt is Oxx Adams gonna wear to the luau? Because folks, it feels academic at this point. Look at him.
I don't know if they make Hawaiian shirts to his size.
Yeah, if they do, they're gonna need the whole island of Hawaii to make such a shirt. But the out of the way of the big splash, CPA. He wants to crunch some numbers. But I gotta believe there's one move that Oxx Adams knows that to expect from CPA, it's that.
And Oxx Adams, as we saw, CPA couldn't lift up Oxx, but Oxx Adams effortlessly hoisting CPA up onto his shoulders.
And if you ask Jared Silberkleit, his CEO, he is the total package, and he is unveiling that torture rack. Shades of the great Lex Luger, but now CPA climbing into the rear naked choke. He's gonna try, I gotta believe, to scissor the body. But that's a wide man to try to body scissor.
I was just gonna say, I don't know if his feet can wrap around quickly, or quite.
But rough into the corner, but CPA not to be denied. But Oxx Adams, if you're 7 feet tall, you gotta believe that folks are gonna be coming for you with such a repertoire. And he's doing the proper defense, but CPA able to play Matador to the bowl this time.
CPA with the block and the lead.
Oxx!
Oh no!
Oxx hole slam! But only 2. Oxx Adams, where that black hole slam, that boss man slam comes from, the choke slam, not far behind. And look, shaking out that right arm. Oxx Adams, young to this game, he knows Blitzkrieg Pro has turned the careers of many into the fast track, the HOV lane, if you will. He's looking to merge onto such a lane right now. But CPA, creased by the big right.
For every 5 of CPA's strikes, it takes 1 of Oxx Adams to knock him back down.
Add in that precision, maybe 10. My God, Sky, you're spot on. And now, rough landing with CPA, trying to keep the defense on. Oxx Adams. Last time around in Marlboro, Massachusetts, we saw all too well. That one-handed choke slam quickly became a 2. He was trying to hook up that derailer. But CPA, student of the game, knows all too well. Now will you step on through? Got him! We still owe each other cokes. Now, perched on the second CPA. Dropkick finds home. The Weeble wobbles but does not fall down. Oxx now, well done. That college center defense, he's flexing it on him. But CPA, channeling his inner Ricky Henderson. Now, drop kick.
We're seeing more of a stumble there.
Crisscross on the legs for Oxx Adams, but just like that, CPA flattened. Oxx Adams, too much man, too much Oxx, dare I say.
I've never seen an opponent that CPA wasn't able to fully lift. I mean, really, it's deceptive, his strength. But I think Oxx, I think he met his match.
Gotta believe the last time was somebody the likes of Juba. Oxx Adams. Whoa! Rough to the keister. And now, fire accountants. Number cruncher! But CPA. A shallow 2. It's not 2 3/4 here, folks. It is a shallow 2. You're gonna need more in CPA. He watched the way Pete Alonso ruined Devin Williams, and he's looking to do exactly that. Face first, into the canvas. Hip across the back, and this is the favorite song, the derailer for Oxx Adams, and that's it.
No, that's it.
This is what happens.
No.
A blue chip prospect enters the fray here at Blitzkrieg Pro, and how poetic, how torturous at the same time is it? One of our favorites. Looks like he's about to hit the bench.
Johnny, I don't know if this is setting in for those watching at home. That victory, and congratulations to Oxx Adams, incredible showing, but this means CPA does not have a spot anywhere on the card in the luau. That means singles, that means scramble, that means mother of all scrambles, that means any type of competition at the luau.
It means there was one slot left. Something had to give. I can't imagine how sick to their stomach the board here at Blitzkrieg Pro has to feel. Our faithful, they are guaranteed Oxx Adams in Enfield. CPA will not be there.
Heartbreaking scene.
What a year it has been, and I don't mean that complimentary. What a year it's been for CPA, from Sammy Diaz cashing in the mother of all scrambles contract. Served as the proverbial kiss of death to our resident accountant, CPA. He's got a lot of rebuilding to do.
A terrible, taxing year for CPA, and I really don't mean the pun there. I mean, I can't think of anything more devastating. It doesn't feel like a luau without CPA.
Give it up for CPA.
He gave it his guts. He's never been one to step away from a challenge. He knew that Oxx Adams was his last entryway into the luau.
I said, are you ready for the next one? Then the following contest is for the Blitzkrieg Tag Team Championship.
Oh, we've got to lighten up the room at this point here. CPA, we'll see him at the luau regardless, I'm sure. But now, the first defense of the Blitzkrieg Pro Tag Team Championships. And this, for those who were here in Westfield last time around, it's not a rerun. It's a sequel.
And a sequel I have been waiting for. You talked about some levity and changing the atmosphere. Man, I love Dolphin Funeral. They are such a treat to watch. And some of the happiness, the positivity creativity that pro wrestling needs. I mean, half of them anyway.
And you know me, it's always bell to bell with my interpretation. And last time around, within that bell to bell constraint, they got it done last time here. Now, of course, elephant in the room we've got to address. They utilized that same winning pinning combination in Enfield in Four Corners tag team action. It was not to be done that day, but this is not one fall to a finish. This is 2 out of 3 falls. If these Dolphins are buried, you're gonna have to bury them twice. If you're burying the ancestors in their damn city, you're gonna have to do it twice. 2 out of 3 falls. Blitzkrieg Pro Tag Team Championships. You got your grills on, let's cook. Kwesi, Asante, Joseph, A-Game Alexander. This has been on their bucket list, whether it be in singles or tag team action. They said, gold in Blitzkrieg, priority 1. But now, the hardest part of the journey is upon them. They've got them. Can you keep them?
The hardest part starts right now, as you said, Johnny. 2 of the best to do it today. 2 of those that took those opportunities, as we said earlier, and made statements, made names for themselves here.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls.
2 out of 3!
Introducing first the challengers. The team of the Denon Dolphin, Julezee and Rullo. And their opponents. They are your reigning and defending Blitzkrieg champions, the Bison, Kwesi, Joseph Alexander. They are the Ancestral City. And the following contest will be under Lucha rules.
Blitzkrieg Pro. Folks, in case you were wondering, it was never just a phase. It turned into, in fact, the elephant in the room. Westfield needed this settled before their very eyes. Dolphin Funeral, Julezee and Rullo. 1/2 Dolphin, 1/2 Funeral. Taking on the Ancestral City Shooters, Joseph A-Game Alexander and Kwesi Asante.
The faithful loving the stickers that the Sunshine Dolphin of Julezee brings. You know, you might look at this tag team and not quite get it, right? But they're almost the yin to the other's yang. They actually fit really well together. And if you haven't seen them together in a tag team contest, you're in for a treat.
They are still putting it together as a tag team. They are both prolific singles combatants in their own right. But Dolphin Funeral came together here at Blitzkrieg Pro in their finest form.
Oh! We're seeing a different side to A-Game tonight.
Oh, I gotta believe A-Game Alexander. Ever since he relocated down to the Mid-Atlantic, down to South Carolina, it's become the elephant in the room to keep his traction here at Blitzkrieg Pro. It's not a drive anymore, it's a flight. But Julezee knows a thing about flights, fresh off a Las Vegas appearance or two. And now, Dolphin Funeral, the tandem Irish whip. Double back elbow, and now Rullo takes off. Little wheelbarrow. Got it.
Look at Julezee, so smart. You can just look at Julezee and Rullo moving with such urgency tonight. Julezee knocking off Kwesi because he just wanted to get.
And I love it.
Exactly.
The question, 2 out of 3 falls. Are you airing out your gas tank early? 2 out of 3 falls for every tag team combatant. They talk about it in hushed tones because they know that it only comes around maybe once or twice in a tag team lifetime. You as a part of Sass and Fury, how many 2 out of 3 falls were you stuck in? It only happens when you least expect it.
Only 2.
Julezee and Rullo. This is a fresh test for them, and I gotta say it's the same if you're Joseph and Kwesi. I don't think any of these folks have ever been in a 2 out of 3 falls tag team contest.
And you have to think with 2 out of 3 falls, the amount of conditioning you need to do, the endurance. You need that second win because there is a second fall.
And like for A-Game Alexander, a multidisciplinary athlete, for Julezee, a multidisciplinary athlete, I gotta believe Julzee's real good at swimming. Then, for those two, it's another day at the office. But for Kwesi and Rullo, respectively, it's gotta be very interesting. There's a lot of X factors on the table. But hold on now, small package. Hey!
Whoa!
Got it!
The silence sucked out of the room, Johnny.
And it's a split-second thing. We were just talking about it. We were just talking about how do you, as a prolific tag team with all your reps under you, prepare for a 2 out of 3 falls tag team match?
Dolphin Funeral up a fall. That means, as the underdogs, they actually have the advantage right now.
And now Rullo finds the drop kick. A-Game seated, and now steps off the bottom, finds home. Basement drop kick. And folks who've maybe been a long time Blitzkrieg Pro enthusiasts, you might be new to Dolphin Funeral, but lest we forget they have been battle tested. Look back to Misery Inc. and Miracle Generation back in Enfield. Dolphin Funeral, they have been chomping at the bit for this opportunity, and they have been going after it, be it singles, be it tag team, trios, quads, the scoop.
Oh no, but the leverage pushed Julezee far enough back into, the Ancestral City Shooter's corner, and the opening they were looking for.
Yaranagi, knee drop, standing shooting star, Ancestral City Press, only good for 2. But this is different for these two. While Julezee and Rullo are pallbearers at the Dolphin Funeral, these two, Kwesi and A-Game, are brothers. Maybe the distance grows for the Ancestral City Shooters, but they always have that same home residence in the Ancestral City.
You see that deep hook on Rullo, the urgency. ACS, it's starting to ooze out of them as well. You can tell that things really shifted as soon as that first fall occurred.
The reps, they keep living up to it. A-Game Alexander, he puts Kwesi Asante through the ringer when it comes to keeping the weight heavy on the top of the shoulders. The same way that Big Kev did for you and me. Oh, the half hatch, beautiful. Joseph A-Game Alexander. Yes, he is a masterclass in-ring practitioner, and in his own way, he is, one of the greatest painters that pro wrestling has ever seen, because My God, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile. Especially when you're across that invisible line in tag team wrestling. Rullo now, he knows it's not just a phase. He can't lose on emo night here at Blitzkrieg Pro. Hold on now, the cover! Oh, that kick out from Rullo, that was for Mayday Parade. And now, A-Game Alexander, you can see the way he situated his body. That's a wide berth between Rullo and Julezee.
So smart, as you know, the best tag team action. You want to cut off the ring. You want to keep your competitor as far away from his tag team partner as possible.
2/3 of Diaspora in the ring here. Angelo Carter has got to be wondering what lies in wait for him at the luau. Same could be said now for his brethren, Kwesi Asante, Joseph Alexander. Rullo now. Rallying back.
Finger tips away, but A-Game pulls him backwards.
Trying to break that line to no avail. Julezee sent to the floor. Julezee, the fresher of these two. But hold on now, maybe thinking about a high angle Boston Crab slingshot. Oh, double stomp. I love me a good double stomp. And now Kwesi hooking it up. But checks the jaw, stun gun, millionaire.
But can Rullo get to Julezee? He made it!
Channeling Mark Andrews, now channeling Julezee. This is the Dolphin funeral.
Julezee charging in.
Pair of free willies between A-Game and Kwesi. Yakuza kick in the corner. Feeling it. He knows that he can get it done. He's done it in this very building.
Oh, it's sticker time!
The sticker off and no solace to the person being pinned. We've got a split house here at Blitzkrieg Pro.
And now A-Game by himself. We talk about the numbers
Oh,
game.
hooking up the gory special. Gory bomb out of the enziguri.
Is this going to be their second fall?
Nothing doing. Too long to get to the pinfall attempt. Great maneuver. I gotta believe down the line, Dolphin Funeral, you better do your homework on that maneuver there. The enziguri out of the gory bomb. But now, channeling the great Kenta is Kwesi Asante.
Oh,
Oh, Kwesi and A-Game. Mirafuji and Kenta would be proud. And now, center of the ring, Ancestral City as show. But Rullo, the bicycle kick out of Julezee. The
enough to
scoop.
distract.
Michinoku driver. Wait, crucifix! Crucifix!
Whew. Blink and you might have missed it. However, that just evened the score, Johnny. We've got one fall on either side. That means whoever makes the next is our Blitzkrieg Tag Team Champions.
Now, Sky, you know as well as I'm no stranger to 2 out of 3 falls, and I'm no stranger to Iron Man situations. And I think in a tag team situation, the best time to go for a crucifix is right at the exact moment that he did. You hit your big moment, and then a big moment happens to you. Now, it's a 1-to-1 affair. Kwesi and Julezee, Rullo and A-Game.
Firing off shots, firing off chops.
Gosh, Westfield, it's like it's just what the doctor ordered. Dolphin funeral. Dolphin exhumed in the corner. by the Ancestral City Shooters.
Our tag team champions standing tall.
They want nothing more than to head into the luau as the tag team champions. They know that the best and the brightest wait in the wings. And they want to make sure that Dolphin Funeral have no part of it. So the only way for that to happen, the handspring kick out of Rullo. This victory, it's got to be resounding.
Rullo tossing Kwesi up and over. Knocking out both Julezee and A-Game, though.
And now Rullo, he's got his picture. He's coming with you! Dear Rullo, count me in! You know, Rullo's the shy one of this tag team. But ever since we first met Rullo, my God, he's been coming out of his shell.
Well, you have to think it's like CPA and tax season. Rullo on an emo-themed show.
Oh,
He's got
God.
a little extra power, right?
You don't have to tell me. I'm stronger than too. Rullo, so strong, so powerful, so fast. Scooped up, satellite, DDT!
Planted A-Game. His face mushed across the ring, but can he capitalize? And that extra second to make that cover, but this is what we were talking about with the 2 out of 3 falls. The gas tank empties.
We're 6 months away and he stuffed him like a Thanksgiving turkey. But now, Rullo, we know he's got options from such great heights. We've seen it time and time again. You want a senton, double stomp? He might have more that we don't even know about, the 450 splash.
Oh, going for a double stomp, but A-Game had it scouted.
Now climbing in, he wanted a rear naked choke with the body scissors. But now hold on, he wants a poison Rana, but A-Game. Well done! 180 into the big snapper, red snapper, and A-Game Alexander. Spiral bomb! Close, no cigar.
Julezee breaking it up, a kick to the back of the head.
Two of the most difficult to game plan for in Kwesi, Asante, and Julezee. The Marufuji follow in the Basaiku knee. From Marufuji to Kenta, how quickly we travel. Butterfly. Angel's wings!
That's it, Johnny, that's it! New champs!
Oh, the flying knee strike. I feel for the referee in those moments because you're trying to count your 3, but you're also trying to make sure you don't get absolutely mollywopped. Tag team wrestling. Nowhere else in New England is it quite as alive as it is here in Blitzkrieg Pro. I do a lot of commentary throughout New England, so you can take that to the bank.
We love tag team wrestling here at Blitzkrieg. 2 of the top here at Blitzkrieg Pro.
We always have, we always will. We will continue to refine the best and the brightest in tag team wrestling. And now across the second rope for Julezee. And now right off into it, channeled by the Ancestors. Kwesi, Asante. Those eyes sometimes roll right into the back of his head. And he has a strength that defies anything on this plane of existence.
Though, coming to the aid of his partner.
Now hold on. We saw Rullo last time. He hooked up that homage to the Amazing Red. That top rope. That Code Red!
And Julezee climbing up himself.
Hold on now. Oh, we got the knees up.
The knees. And here comes A-Game.
Got options from here, the Blue Thunder.
Julezee with the kick planting to A-Game's face.
Trying to play perimeter defense, but now GTA. Ancestral City car crash.
And they retain.
We're gonna need some help. Well, now we know who enters the luau on the champion's side of the equation. Who enters on the challenger's side of the equation? Because if you're A-Game, if you're Kwesi Asante, the answer is anybody. If I have a choice, it's Sinner and Saint round 2. But my God, for them, it could be anybody. But hold on, Miracle Generation fighting to grab hands to stop one another. And then,
no way!
First bout, new champ!
Blitzkrieg Pro.
Oh!
TJ!
Crispy!
Wait, no, laying out!
Oh, yeah.
He's too scared to show his face here tonight. For you, TJ Crawford.
For all of our sponsors, thank you for all that you all do, and thank you for supporting indie wrestling. Thank you for supporting professional wrestling, and thank you for supporting Blitzkrieg Pro.
Thank you for supporting Will Dojan. Thank you for supporting the fact that this is not just a phase.
And it is brought to you by the We Are Wrestling Podcast.
Well, this is gonna get messy. We already knew it, Sky. And we knew it last time when Becca laid down the gauntlet, called her shot.
But I keep to myself, stacking high green. You're in debt to your health and RP. Ain't shit all but my wealth, and my hobby's getting dumber every day. Up in the gym, but I never need a witness. Tonic and gym, when I'm working on my fitness. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot rod. On Becca,
Yeah, if I had to pick a region that knows the words better than any other, New England's got this on lock, on Becca, on God, on Matt James, on God. But now, is it on TJ Crawford, on God? I don't think so.
I did a scan of the room, Johnny, and I think everyone was setting up on their lyrics of their favorite international pop star. I saw all
Matt James had to
mouths.
leave the room. He was a little sweltering under the collar. But now, it got hot out here a moment ago. It's gonna get real cold real soon. Former Blitzkrieg Pro Bedlam champion. Knows a thing or two about ladder hell. Knows a thing or two about the tag team championships. B3 TJC. Once upon a time, they penned a powerful chapter here in Blitzkrieg Pro. Now, we've got the next chapter of such a moment.
The thing is, too, usually the scores are settled at the luau, right? We see a lot of grudge matches. Unfortunately, it just happens where it all culminates together. But this was a battle that could not wait. Both of these two competitors begging to get their hands on each other. And Blitzkrieg was happy to provide the platform. And I think this is going to get real messy real fast.
Bell rings, we are off. I gotta believe referee Will Doherty, he was pulled out of the headbanger situation so he could keep a better track on this one.
TJ Crawford wanting none of it.
Both of these two, they have made gigantic leaps upwards in very different ways. TJ Crawford now a head trainer and upperclassman out in Worcester for the Bio Pro Wrestling Academy.
Woo!
Becca, of course, building steam out on the West Coast.
Both of these combatants at the top of their game. And Becca with a head scissors takeover.
One of the most difficult to game plan for. Becca between the variety of submission maneuvers, as well as that 450 splash. So gifted. We're about to find out about it. Cross body finds home.
And really close. TJ Crawford struggling to make a break out of that pin.
We know that Becca's wanted this for, goodness, 6 months, more. It's got to be more, right? At this point.
This has been a long time coming.
Yeah, these two have been warships just passing in the night for a long time. This is the first time they've aired out the bombardment strategy on one another. The back heel trip. Becca finds home. Yes.
We're seeing signature Becca and the bridge.
Both of these two. We know how deep the personal well runs, but lest we forget, these two have made each other better. TJ Crawford has never had a partner quite like Becca, and the same can be said in the vice versa.
But in the time that they have been apart, ooh, planted.
Whoa, planted, and then planted another one.
In the time that they have been apart, though, they have both grown exponentially in their own ways. So they might have known each other really well as tag team partners prior, but they're both looking at different people right now.
Yeah, when Becca called the shot last time around at Means the Times, TJ Crawford was down in Delaware for the Super 8. They have just continued to be battleships, cruisers passing in the night. Now here in Westfield, we get the proper ending. Is it proper? We'll find out. Nobody home on the drop kick. Rebecca, that may have made the difference between a shallow 2 count and a deep 2 count.
Could have been 3.
But that comes to how you know your tag team partner. Well, I should say your former tag team partner. Becca's queued up TJ Crawford for how many drop kicks over her lifetime?
TJ Crawford.
Don't dare Will Dojin to count you out. He's happy to count you out. He'll spit on your grave. Don't you give him that.
Becca.
Speaking of spitting on a grave, Becca wants nothing more. Wants to put the Silver Sniper to bed.
Whoa.
Oh, the capo kick. Well done. That Southside Chicago black belt kick offense on display. He's doing his best Munetaka Murakami impersonation.
And you saw how deep that cover was. We alluded to deep covers earlier tonight. It's not just to get a better, to get a better edge on your win, but it also works you down. Your opponent has to use extra effort, extra strength to be able to kick out of said maneuver.
It is end game and it is also long game all at the same time. Now, no doubt about it, Sky. Sky, a former Bedlam champion. Myself, a former Blitzkrieg Pro combatant. If we tell you, you can take it to the bank. Now TJ Crawford looking to send Becca to the apron, and he's got options from here.
Oh, but Becca putting an end to those options, looks like.
Becca, no stranger to creating her own options. And now up top, Chris Stat knows a thing or two about it. TJ Crawford in a bad way. Shout out to Chris Stat, former Bedlam champion in her own right.
Both combatants to their feet.
Becca now stepping off the middle, decks the jaw.
And that looks like the opening she needed.
B3CC utter. That's a B3 cutter for those who aren't. Anyways. Uh-oh. Stratisfaction guaranteed.
Becca stringing it along now.
Finds home with the flying back elbow. TJ Crawford on rubber legs, the fireman's carry, hooked up. What do you say? Oh, the B3 DVD into the cover. How?
Only two, Johnny. I can't believe it myself.
On Becca on two. My God. How can you not agree? Every time Becca is here, digs so deep, whether it be in tag team championship competition, whether it be against Amity and LaVey last time around in singles competition, Becca pulls everybody to their next level here in Blitzkrieg Pro.
Oh.
Satellite lands on her feet, does Becca.
Oh.
Shot out of the cannon with the up kick.
Oh!
Bravo, well done. Now, what are you gonna do with it? The figure four, the leg lock.
But flipped Becca over, looking to put a little bit more pressure on the lower back and the legs. Extra devastating.
TJ Crawford digging in to his well of puro submission wrestling. You ain't gonna see that if you only watch American wrestling. TJ Crawford digging deeper than that.
Someone maybe not as flexible as Becca is herself may have already tapped, and Becca made it to the ropes.
How often has this been an X factor for her? Bless. How do you game plan for flexibility? I don't know how. I don't. But Becca now rolling to the outside, and I gotta wonder if this has created a new situation here. TJ in hot pursuit.
1, 2, 3.
love him or hate him, I mean, he is calculated. TJ Crawford knows his stuff, knows to pick a body part and stay on it as he works down the legs of Becca.
And he knows that referee's cadence. You know, Will Dojan, he's exactly what Wrestling Open wanted. Crispy! And now, hold on now, thinking about pile driver, thinking about Alabama slam, opting instead for that inverted pile driver over the shoulder variation, the cover!
Couldn't have been closer.
TJ knows he's gonna need a whole lot better than that to put Becca away.
But you have to think somebody not at the caliber that Becca is now. I mean, that would have been lights out. That would have been it. An inverted pile driver to the apron, the hardest part of the ring. And Becca didn't fall outside of the ring. TJ Crawford smartly rolled her into the ring. I mean, it should have been it.
I have more questions than I have answers. TJ Crawford, a litany of pile drivers at his disposal, but he's looking for the brain buster. I gotta believe right now, Yoshinobu Kanemaru approved. Hold on, small package, small package, small package. Okay, okay. And now the drop toe hold and Becca. This is how it's done. But now TJ looking for a power bomb. Becca having none of it. The sweep, not having it. Steps into the super kick. Trying to climb to the enziguri to no avail. Becca stepping into the super kick. And that's a lot of runway. Able to stop herself on the second. Steps into the super kick. Well done. On Becca, on driver, on bomb, on splash, maybe on body.
TJ, though, creating some distance, and looks like he might be
Oh, I don't like this.
Oh, no.
I don't like this.
Save it. Save it. Becca, do not fall for this.
She moved to the West Coast. She's already heard this before.
But you have to think of the history there, John. I get it. You want more. There was so much opportunity there. It was cut way too short. I don't blame Becca if she wants to make amends.
I'm waiting. How easy is it to forget a kick right across your jaw?
Well, I mean, looks like she is. She's letting it go.
Okay. We've seen a lot of teams forgive. We've seen a lot of teams forget. No forgiving, no forgetting. Good riddance.
And that did not work in TJ's favor.
Silver sniper, silver good nighter. Come on, Becca, code of silence. That's it. Good riddance. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
The second Becca locked it in, had her legs wrapped around the head of TJ Crawford, he instantly tapped out, instantly gave up.
Now will Carmella answer the challenge of Becca for the luau coming up in Enfield at the end of June? Time will tell. I know she's got a bone to pick. You better be subscribed to all things Blitzkrieg Pro on all forms of social media, on Blitzkrieg, on God.
I think Carmella fears Becca.
I think so too. Becca's gear is so sick and Carmella's is so, never mind, don't cancel me. Anyways, plenty more action to come here at Blitzkrieg Pros. Folks, it was never just a phase. Big Phil knows.
Westfield, are y'all ready for the main event? I said, are y'all ready for the sponsored by the Inside the Mark podcast.
Blitzkrieg Pro, It Was Never Just a Phase main event waits in the wings. About a year under their belt here in Blitzkrieg Pro, respectively. Champion and challenger alike. Something's gotta give. Javi, he gave the BP faithful his proper challengers / future champions address last time around at the House of Pierogies. And then Charles Mason, he gave them his address in the form of a tombstone pile driver on the wood of the Blitzkrieg Pro ring. These two, if you had to pick two of the fastest rising up-and-comers in Blitzkrieg Pro, this would be your main event, and lo and behold, here we are.
Javi, the resident core kid, the Blitzkrieg faithful, welcoming him with arms wide open as one of their own. You have to believe that they are all behind Javi on this one. They want to see the Bedlam Championship come home to one of their own, right?
We're awaiting the entrance. I would, in any other circumstance, agree. But this right now, probably the greatest pro wrestling equivalent of an away team that professional wrestling has ever seen. Charles Mason, flanked by Andy Brown, a former Bedlam champion in his own right. With this union, this unholy form of matrimony, how can Blitzkrieg Pro ever hope to stop such an alliance?
It is a scary sight, Johnny. I don't have an answer for you. I don't think I've ever been more uncertain for the future of Blitzkrieg Pro as I am right now. And that's not to say that Charles Mason's not deserving.
He's so gifted.
So gifted, but so evil. I don't know that I've ever come across somebody so disconcerting as someone like Charles Mason.
I know that Mason, I know in the back of my head that Charles Mason is going to raise the ceiling of Blitzkrieg Pro with each defense that he makes of the Bedlam Championship. But then I also have to ask myself, at what cost does that come? How many potentially promising up-and-comers will be put out to pasture like the old yellers of yore because of the root of all evil? Your main event, folks, coming up next.
Introducing first the challenger. He weighs in tonight at 220 pounds from Golden Gate, Florida. He is the Core Kid, Javi! Hailing from New York City, he weighs in at a fuck ton of money. He is the root of all evil. Charles Mason!
Blitzkrieg Pro fans, It Was Never Just a Phase main event waits in the wings. Javi, the core kid, looking to make that core a little more gold as he challenges Charles Mason for the Blitzkrieg Pro Bedlam Championship. there's one thing we can say about Charles Mason's Sky that I don't think anybody can deny. Charles Mason makes a roster better. For the ones that can survive those bouts, he makes them better. Javi, he has a chance to walk away with the gold today. Will he survive? Both of these two, it was a long day on the road in the skies, whether it be coming from Florida or Los Angeles, respectively. These two, this is not a typical championship bout by any means. It's only gotten more complicated as the hours have rolled on here at Blitzkrieg Pro. Not only are we getting a battle test between these two, but now we're getting what happens if you're on rubber legs, if there's only fumes in your gas tank. Folks wondering why Charles Mason's resume runs so deep, why Javi's resume runs so deep. Your Blitzkrieg Pro main event this evening here at Westfield. You're about to get the answer to your question. Javi now. That international experience of Javi, he's utilizing that corner, those turnbuckles to great effect, rocking horns once again.
And not only is the prize at the end of this the Blitzkrieg Pro Bedlam Championship, it means even more than that to Javi. A year ago today, he was released from his previous employment. He said that himself. He's brought that anniversary up himself. And he has said that Blitzkrieg has become a home to him. So amazing how great it would feel to him if he could bring home the gold a year
wholeheartedly agree. These two, in a way, Charles Mason may have captured the Bedlam Championship, but in a way it's been a very parallel trip for both of these two. Charles Mason debuted early last year as well. Javi a couple months behind. But yeah, when Mason debuted, it was against Cruel at Through Being Cool to kick off 2025. Both of these two have recognized that Northern Connecticut, Western Massachusetts, if you are going to break into the greater portion of New England, it starts at Blitzkrieg Pro. Javi now. The momentum not lost on either one of these two. 4. Hey.
Whoa. Oh!
Looking for double digits, not happening. Double stomp across the back of the head. Trademark Charles Mason, tale as old as time.
Charles Mason misting Javi.
And Charles Mason, we talk about the 7th inning and beyond maneuvers that he has at his disposal. But that mushroom stomp right there, that always lands before the equivalent of the 4th inning here at Blitzkrieg Pro. And we're seeing exactly how that fares. Javi slow to rise. And now, back rake.
Scraping the skin, the sweat under the fingernails of Charles Mason. You know he just loves it.
And we mentioned the flight situations earlier. I got to believe he's been chewing on them fingernails that whole time. And now, heavy on the shoulders with the cover. Outside leg hooked, but only good for 2. Ref Bill says it. I think you could take it to the bank. But now Mason. As surgical as it gets. Ask Amazing Red. Ask Brian Excel. And the Eddie Guerrero flavor on it. A student of the game, tried and true.
Faithful telling Mason how they feel about him. They are not fans.
Okay, you know Charles Mason. He's got enough saliva for all of them. And enough chops for Javi. But now Javi stepping into the big overhand right. Follows up. Changing up the form and now the Irish whip. Mason, other ideas. Flies into the back elbow. Steps into it with great velocity.
Dragging Javi by his hair, really utilizing his mane to position him where he wants him.
Yes, that's why I started shaving my head when I was wrestling, you know? I don't want people to do that to me. Mason doesn't want them to do that to him. Javi, though, trying to rally back the big rights, top of the head, but the liver shot.
Mason placing him right back over that middle rope, draping him.
Yeah, Mason said on record he intends to deliver 10 to the liver. And now, Javi finds a way to rally back. And he's changing him up. Wisely done. But reversal on the Irish whip. Charles Mason. The fish hook. Ever the angler. Lariat. And nearly had a knockout shot there. Charles Mason, you can ask any company on the East Coast. You can ask House of Glory from coast to coast. Who is the most untouchable champion of them all? They have no option but to answer Charles Mason.
I think that's my fear, Johnny, is we've seen the history of once Charles Mason captures the gold. Seemingly not an end in sight.
Seen it time and time again. Folks have crossed the Atlantic Ocean to try to knock the belt off of Charles' waist and left empty-handed. And as you had said at the onset of this contest, while they were making their entrances, this is the grand finale of Javi's journey here in Blitzkrieg Pro. Didn't come this far, just to come this far. But here now.
Oh, Javi biting back!
And we saw how this affected Sammy Diaz. Sammy Diaz dug deep and dug dark and was not able to walk away with the Bedlam Championship. And now, hold on, Tower of Mason! Channeling Nigel McGuinness. Instead of a gallows, it was a guillotine. And now, want some high-velocity Meteora. The best and the brightest have been on the other end of this. This is for all the core kids if you're Charles Mason.
Oh, wow!
Tornado DDT. Not able to cover the shoulders of the defending Bedlam champion, but he is able to buy some space. He is able to buy some time.
Javi can certainly regroup here, level the playing field. It is leveled.
Both of these two. The next note can be played when one of these two get back to their feet. Charles Mason on the receiving end of the big right elbow.
And notice Mason chuckled after eating that shot.
I was just going to say one thing these two have in common. There's not many things these two have in common, but they can be goaded into a gunfight. Charles Mason defended the House of Glory World Championship last night across the country in Los Angeles at the Globe Theater. He would love nothing more than to make it 2 in a weekend. And it may make him a bit more bloodthirsty than he was anticipating, because now Javi's stepping into the Yakuza kick. The double snap there, lariat.
Absolutely gorgeous execution, but only good for 2.
Javi, Charles Mason. A gifted pair. Blitzkrieg Pro, folks watching at home, it's a true gift between these two. Both of these two have something to prove to the world. Blitzkrieg Pro, they know all too well how gifted these two are. They're leaving it all out in front of you here in the Rip City.
Javi opting for the fish hook a la Charles Mason, but Charles Mason bit his finger, launching him across the ring with a drop kick.
Opting for his own form of Javi, the drop kick. And now, high-speed Meteora. and where this goes. But hold on now, Javi. Javi, he's got the tight blast double, the double leg hooked up. Knee strike finds home. But it was the cover. It was the cover at the end of the day, Sky. The knockout shot was perfect. No argument.
But you have to understand the gas tank empties. That's all he could give at the moment. You're right. He couldn't put extra pressure. He couldn't get a deep hook.
Folks, if you didn't know, go back and watch Hot Scoop Skyler and Mark Sterling. Go back and watch Hot Scoop Skyler and Chris Statlander. The best and the brightest. You had to do the most important things to keep those opponents down. Now, years later, here we are. And how sweet is it?
You have to dig deep, which is what Javi needs to do tonight.
Oh,
Hold
small
on.
package. Deep hook on that small package. And now, prawn hold, prawn hold.
Ooh.
We do a lot of fishing up here in New England. The prawn hold, as deadly as it gets. And now Javi mares his way out of harm. Passed in, shoulder first into that corner, and that's a lot of runway.
And now, got it! Vintage Charles Mason.
Quick as a hiccup.
And Javi is still in this. Again, you have to dig so deep. Javi's goal tonight is, of course, to walk out champion, but it's also to make the other core kids proud.
And he knows all too well, from Western Massachusetts to the Florida area, core pride runs deep. But he would love nothing more than to bring that to a fever pitch here in Westfield. Charles Mason, he's never known a fight that he's wanted to turn down. Whew. Ask Michael Oku, ask Doris.
And a fight this is.
Tomohiro Ishii, Konosuke Takeshita, Mike Santana, the best and the brightest have locked rapiers with Charles Mason. Few have walked away to tell the tale.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh!
Stepping into the big right, Javi.
Bill Thompson has his hands full tonight, having to separate these two.
And now the STO, dragged to his feet, but hold on, Javi. Looking for the O'Connor roll. Oh, but here we are, rear naked choke. Old reliable for Charles Mason. Gifted Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. Powerful on the mat.
Javi, oh no. His arm just dropped, Johnny.
He's got to carry the weight of Charles Mason on top of keeping his airway open.
You see the closed fist. He's still in this.
He's able to turn his weight over. Charles Mason forced to carry the weight, having to sit up.
And Javi utilizing a couple headbutts to break free.
Looking to jump into the body scissors, trying for the guillotine choke, but now Javi, the deep Boston Crab. And this right here, the hardest part about it, that deep squat on the Boston Crab. And Andy Brown.
Hold on. Gave Mason, what is that, a bottle of water? He missed at him earlier. Is he trying to miss him again? He did.
Twice. Andy Brown knew exactly what the doctor ordered, and now keep an eye on this. Flat liner, shell, shock, Mason into the cover. 2 9/10. 2 9/10. Not a second sooner.
2 miss, multiple bites, 1 to the face, and it's not enough to keep Javi down. That's that core kid spirit. That's him digging deep, Johnny.
But now Charles Mason walking a circle around Javi. Is it academic until the end? Mason with the fish hook. Lariat, nobody home. Javi steps into the super kick. And now hold on, Andy Brown. Accosted Charles stunning. I don't know what he's got in his hand.
Andy Brown passed a weapon, perhaps. Oh, no!
They know each other very well. Andy and Javi, they know each other too well.
Mason has the championship. Almost collide. Oh, did collide with Javi's got him.
Low pop on the hips, but he's quick to follow up. And he's trying to lower the center of gravity on that butterfly. Oh, flattened him. Dead agree. And now, power bomb.
Deep cover. That's got to be it. That's got to be it.
But the presence of mind from Andy Brown.
Pulled ref Thompson.
And we know all too well the rule set. Referee Bill Thompson cannot disqualify Charles Mason. Because we know what happens. Andy Brown, though.
Andy Brown is out of here. Bill said, get out, get to the back, but that leaves Mason. Oh.
Creases Javi. And now the rear naked choke hooked up.
A shot to the face by the title and the deep rear naked choke, and he's got the legs wrapped around the torso. Javi nowhere near a rope.
Call it for it.
And he's not letting go. Come on.
That's not what Charles Mason does. Never has, never will. A worldwide renowned champion, not because of his attitude. God, no, absolutely not. But his in-ring prowess and his ability to harness his surroundings, Exhibit A, Andy Brown. Charles Mason is heading into the Blitzkrieg Luau as your Blitzkrieg Pro Bedlam champion.
Like it or not, there's definitely a not.
Oh, Javi, I enjoyed that very much. You will always be my first title defense. But just like my first and other things was just not good enough. And the most sadistic person to hold this belt in this company's history. And with you with me, there is no one who can stop me.
Whoa, hold up. I got you. So, Charles, I agree. I'm not going to stop you, and I know that you're sick, but at the Luau on June 27th, so is your opponent. June 27th, the main event of the Luau, Charles Mason, you will be defending against Bear Bronson.
Did you hear that? We have our Luau main event, Johnny.
Charles Mason, the look on his face, he's done this before, and he's happy to do it again. He's not afraid, not at all. Bear Bronson, is he afraid? Oh, I don't think so. Your main event of the Luau, folks, you better bring a poncho because there's gonna be blood everywhere. House of Pierogies? No. House of Plasma. See you there. Thank you all for tuning in. Blitzkrieg Pro, it wasn't just a phase, and it won't be a phase until next time at the Luau back in Enfield. For Hot Scoop Skyler, I'm Johnny Torres. Till next time at the Luau that makes us say, wow, good fight, good night.